Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And we have some of our chanting family here. It's so good to see all of you. Gabby from Australia, Jean from Texas, Erica from New York, and Charlie and Christine, also from New York. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. And everyone that's joining with us, please help us share this out and chant along with us and set the intention right along with us of having a different world, seeing that positive change out there, breaking through the barriers and the obstacles and bringing in peace on our earth. That's our huge overriding intention that we all are praying and chanting and wishing for every day is more peace on earth, more kindness in our earth, in our world, where we see each other as the authentic self that we are. And to get rid of COVID, we want it to end, and we want all suffering to end for those on earth. And Isabel is with us virtually. Hi, Isabel. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to type in our first chant, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and Karen will explain how we're going to do this.
Okay, so our first chant, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, what we do is we declare that we're removing all obstacles, all barriers, and all illusions. So we set the intention and we also hold the space that anything that is not divine love, light, and truth be removed. So we'll do that 3 times slow, and then we'll go into the 108 count. And then Teri will let us know when we get to that magic number, and she will lead us into our heart so that we can connect in the unified field to feel that freedom, to feel that beauty, that goodness, that essence, so that we can move into the next chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. And we declare that all barriers be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. And we declare that all illusions be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om
Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Pataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's take a deep breath in into our heart center, connecting right into the energy of each other. And let's go into that feeling of freedom, that all barriers have been removed. All obstacles are no longer there as an issue, so that we can go into the next chant knowing in our hearts that we have that freedom and we are creating more peace in the world. Go into that feeling of freedom, and as all barriers have been removed, let's go into Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with the knowingness that what we say is put out to the universe, and we can see the fruition of that coming to be. Karen's going to explain how this works, and I'm going to type in the words to this chant. And thank you, Isabel, for joining us.
Welcome, Isabel.
And thank you to Luz and to Tammy, who are chanting with us online. Thank you for being here.
Okay, so Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, this is our miracle chant. This is where we let miracles flow and we send them out so that they just go all across the universe. So Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, again, is where we are holding the space and we are declaring that all living beings awaken to their true self. We also are declaring that all living beings be happy, that they be healthy, and that all living beings live in peace and harmony, free from all suffering and free from all illusions. So we'll do this 3 times slow. And then we'll do the 108 count, and Teri will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then she will lead us into our hearts so that we can hold the vision of peace on earth happening, which it is, you guys, it really is, it's happening. And we are watching miracles left and right. So I just want to, just acknowledge that, and we'll let Gabby share after. I want her to share her story after we do our chant, because there are beautiful things happening in our world, and I think that we really need to put our focus on those things for them to expand. And I'll always invite everyone to share any stories that are going on, anything that they'd like to share, anything that they're seeing in their own lives, in their own families. And let's just really hold that space for our world right now, that all living beings awaken. They awaken to their true self, and we'll see that. And each person sees each other as their true self, beyond the masks, beyond the illusions, beyond the appearances. So we declare that all living beings be happy. Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
And we declare that all living beings be healthy. Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
And we declare that all living beings live in peace and harmony, free from all suffering and all illusions. Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Take another deep breath in. Feel that joy. That is pure joy that we're feeling inside right now. It's bubbling up inside of each of us. It feels so good. That beautiful connection with our higher self and with each other. Knowing that we are all one. We all have the same agenda, the same mindset, and only love is welcome in our hearts. And that's what was expressed here tonight. Going into the energy of love and declaring that we are seeing the evidence of peace on earth. We're seeing the evidence of the end of all suffering. And we're seeing people happy and joyful. So let's declare, as we do every night, that there is peace on earth. We declare there is peace on earth. And we declare that it begins inside of us.
We declare that there is peace on earth, and we declare that it begins inside of us.
And so it is.
So it is.
Johnny went and play out already or no?
So it is. So I want to have Gabby share the story that she shared with us before we were on live, because I believe this is evidence, more evidence for our world. And this is what we need on our big news stations. We need to have big news stations saying we need to focus on the wonderful things that are happening in the world right now. So Gabby, will you share with us just a little bit about what, first of all, what your vision was that you had, and then how did it all start to come about for you when you had the idea to do something nice?
It wasn't actually, we were talking about the ripple effect when we were chatting earlier and how beautiful that is. And it occurred to me just then, it wasn't my idea. I saw it from somebody else in some other part of the world. So it's rippled from them over the world to me. And he just goes into cities, main streets, shopping centres, whatever, and he buys a bunch of flowers and walks up and gives them to someone and just says, "These are for you. Have an amazing day." And I thought, oh, that's so lovely. So I was going into town yesterday and I thought I'm going to do that, because purely for selfish reasons, because I knew that it would make me feel good. And so I bought a little bunch of chrysanthemums, and they're all pink and mauvey colours wrapped in pink paper. So that was perfect, you know, love and everything else. And I sat with my friend and got a coffee, and we were in a shopping centre. And so just what people watched and knew that the right person would hit me. And this woman had been around the area, but I hadn't actually seen her. But she walked off and I caught her out of the corner of my right eye, and I knew it was her. So I ran up to her. She was an elderly lady and she had tremors. So, you know, she was a little bit shaky. So I ran up to her and said, "These are for you." And she looked at me really startled and she said, "Why?" And I said, "It's just a random act of kindness. These are for you. Have an amazing day." And gave them to her and left. And then my friend that I was with at the time sent me a message this morning. There's a Help a Sister Out Facebook page in my local area. And a woman had put a post up there this morning saying, "Yesterday, a lovely lady gave my mum a bunch of flowers in the Sterling Centre as a random act of kindness. She was so surprised, it really brightened her day. If the lady happens to be on here, thank you very much," which made me feel fantastic, because I know now what the lady, she didn't think I was a weirdo. And then I went through and looked at the comments that people had left on it, and people were saying, "There's still kind people in the world, and wow, what a nice thing to do." And when we talked about it, like, so now all those people have it in their heads, and even the people that didn't comment, that just liked it or browsed past it, you know, it's reached out to all of them. So like, I often get stuck thinking, you know, what do I do? But it is those tiny little things that they do make a big impact. Like, that's really been shown to me today. Yeah. So it was lovely.
A new tradition for you, you were saying, right?
Because the little bunch of flowers cost me $15-20, you know, and so I don't go into town very often, because I try to stay away from mass people, but I'm going to do it every time I go into town now, because it's, like I said, purely selfish. It is such a feel good, but it makes me feel good knowing that it's reached, like, other people have thought about it too. So hopefully she'll pay it forward, or somebody else will think to do the same thing. Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's how we fix things.
It is.
And that's how we see peace on earth happening.
Yeah.
One person at a time.
Yeah.
It makes me want to rush out and buy a bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
They both to within my vacations twice every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
This feels so good. And thank you all for joining. Isabel, I'm so glad that you were able to get the link and to come in. Thank you for being here. And you're muted. We can't hear you, by the way.
Press the button.
Yeah.
You have to unmute.
You have to unmute yourself, Isabel.
The mute button.
She got it.
We still don't have it. A button.
It's okay. But you can
Pressure.
You're really helping with that finger there, Charlie.
yeah, Charlie, can you reach up and do it for her?
A red button with a line.
There's a little mic in the corner, in the right-hand corner of your square, that you need to click off. It's got a little line through it.
Like a microphone. It says
Little
mute.
microphone, and it has a line through it.
Is there a way, Teri, you can unmute her?
Not the way Zoom is now.
Oh, look, I love that. I love that the younger one comes in to help.
I did download the app, so to my phone. So I will be on Zoom with soon.
It's all the way to the left.
It's on you, on your little square on the screen.
Is it on her left or her right?
It's on my
It could be
left.
up on the top. It depends
Yeah.
what
On the left,
depends
on
what
the
device
right.
she's on. It would say
Love
mute.
those pajamas.
Oh, we lost her helper.
No, seriously,
No,
I want some.
I know they're adorable. I want to too. Oh.
Super cool.
It's becoming a family affair.
I know, right?
There we go.
But once you've got it, you've got it. So
Uh-huh.
No, we
you
don't want
keep
to stop
going.
watching. It's entertaining.
no, we can just do sign language.
Yes. Yeah.
She can hear us though.
Yes.
You can hear us, right?
She has her audio. You have your audio on. You just don't have your mute button.
Sheet is on.
You cannot.
Now she knows.
My mom was on Zoom and on Facebook. The whole time I was listening double all of your conversations.
Well, now you know.
Now I know. Yes.
Exactly.
It's always the first time.
Different.
I didn't understand and I didn't want to stop it, so I just was listening. It's okay.
Well, we're so happy to
I'm
have
so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy I'm here too, and nice to meet you first time we are together. I think, Karen, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to meet you.
Yes, in the same room. We never been. I've been with all of them before.
Right.
So it's my first time. So I'm happy and glad to be here.
Well, I'm honored to meet
It's an
you.
honor.
Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us.
Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm very
You can say hi.
Hi, my name is Christine.
Hi.
Christine.
Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Christine. My name is Isabel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a cute name.
That's a cute name, she says.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are you watching from, Isabel?
I'm watching from Wellington in South Florida.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did you have any
Right.
Same beverages.
Okay.
Yes.
were you affected by the hurricane at all?
A little bit, just with a little floods in my area. It always gets flooded a little bit, but once he went off from our coast here, so he got better today.
Oh,
Yesterday
good.
was bad at night, but these 2 days since morning it got better and better. So thank God
Oh,
we
good.
didn't get
Goodness,
much more.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you're here, and hopefully you'll be joining us regularly.
More often.
Yeah, that's good.
Sometimes I attend the chanting, but I'm in a run because I'm finishing dinner sometimes because I get home late and there's days I can't make it really at 9. That's why. But anytime I can, I will try to get in.
Oh,
Very good.
Oh,
Good, good.
We'd love to have you.
Thank you. And I love to be with you. Yes,
you
thank
are family.
you. You are family to me. Thank you. Thank you. And
Okay,
I'm
well, now
learning
that we've
so
got
much and growing with all of you, and it feels good that I'm not alone.
not alone at
I'm
all.
in this journey. I mean, you know, the journey, and it's okay to accept ourselves and come on, keep going. Next time will be better.
Encouraging.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
That feels good and comforting.
Good. I'm so glad. Well, now that we've got Isabel's sound on, we're going to sign off.
Well, let's tell all them other people out there they got to come in too.
Oh,
Yeah.
my daughter and my husband. Okay. They're not into too much. They just hear me. They know already by heart. Sometimes they teasing me. They hear me. They do the same thing, but they don't. They already know the words, the chanting, but the mantra. But they don't want to give me. My husband is very shy.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, we
my
appreciate
daughter
that.
didn't want me to do it either until Teri came, and then
And
now she does it every night.
Yeah, and I'm doing no Zoom when I go away.
Right, and she's going to learn to do her own Zoom when she goes away.
oh, that's great.
Oh, good girl.
Awesome.
I did
Okay.
download my app already.
All right, good.
And also very nice to meet you. Before we finish, Gabby, I've heard it. So I was just on the previous,
Yeah.
an hour ago or 2 hours ago with you first time, and so it was
Yeah.
nice to meet you
Yeah.
today too.
Yeah, and you too, Isabel. Yeah.
Yes, because I guess the two
Much love.
ones I just met today. Everybody else are old for me, sort of.
Yeah.
Not old.
Right.
It's nice to be able to see someone that you've
it's
talked
nice.
to.
Yes,
Yeah.
to
Right.
associate the name to the face. Always
Right.
better. I understand. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank all of you for being here. Thank all of you who chanted with us. Tammy Fisk, you can come on with us anytime, sweetheart. We finally got to see what you look like. And it was
Yes,
so
we
good to see you in our other Zoom meeting tonight. And Luz Orsini, thank you for being here. And Tammy says, love putting a face to more names. Tammy, thank you. And everyone who chanted with us, just hold love in your heart. Stay in your heart. Stay in love.
Love.
And let's bring more peace into our world by doing that. I love you all so much. Thank you, chanting family, for being here. Gabby, Jean, Erica, Charlie, and Christine, Isabel, and
Thank
my
you.
beautiful friend Karen. I love
Thank
you all so much. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste,
Namaste, y'all.
y'all.
Namaste, y'all.